Hey friends, I am Sagar Kumar Singh, welcoming you all in my channel, The Warrior Classes. Today in the another session of distance, time and speed, we will discuss about relative speed and average speed. So first of all, we will learn the relative speed. So friend, what is relative speed? Relative speed is speed of a moving body with respect to another moving. So friend, earlier we have discussed about the formula of speed is distance divided by time. So from here we can calculate the distance. Distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. And next is conversion. Conversion of speed from kilometer per hour to meter per second, kilometer per hour to meter per second, and from meter per second to kilometer per hour. For converting from kilometer per hour to meter per seconds, we will multiply it by for kilometer to meter we will multiply by 1000, and for hour to second we will divide it by 3600. If we will solve, 0 cancels here, 5 2 10 and 18. So it becomes 5 by 18. So for converting from kilometer to meter per second, we will multiply the factor by 5 by 8, and for reciprocal of it, that is from meter per second to kilometer per hour, we will multiply it by the reciprocal of it, that is 18 by 5. We have earlier discussed about how to convert from kilometer per hour to meter per second and meter per second to kilometer per hour. Now we will discuss about relative speed. Relative speed, let us take the another slide here, the relative speed. Let us assume two moving bodies. This is A and this is B. There are two conditions. When the both of the bodies are moving in the same directions, means A is moving towards the right sides and B also moving towards the right side. And another case is here, let us assume the two bodies, this is A and B, when they are moving in opposite directions, means A moving towards B and B moving towards A. So friend, what will be the moving relative speeds when A and B moves in the same directions? Let us assume the speed of A is x kilometer per hour and the speed of B is y kilometer per hour. This is x for A speed and y for B's speed. Here the speed of A is greater than speed of B. So the relative speed of A and B, when they are moving in the same directions, then the relative speed will become x minus y. X minus y is relative speed when two moving bodies are moving in the same directions. Next is when the moving bodies are moving in a different directions, means A moving towards B and B moving towards A, and the speed of A is x kilometer per hour and speed of B is y km per hour. Then the relative speed will become x plus y kilometer. So friend, the relative speeds of two moving body, if they are moving in the same directions, then the relative speed will become x minus y kilometer per hour, and when they are moving in the same directions, then the speed will become addition of it, means x minus y kilometer per hour. Let us solve one questions and we will understand it better. So first of all, we will read the questions and then analyze, and after that we will solve the questions. So friend, in this question they have given The two trains starts the same time from two stations and proceed towards each other at the rate of 20 km per hour and 25 km per hour respectively. When they meet, it is found that one train has traveled 40 kilometers more than the other. Find the distance between the two stations. So far in the questions they have given there are two stations. Let us assume this is two stations, station A and station B. From station A, one train is moving towards train B, that is, and from station B, one train is moving towards station A. Let us take this train is moving at the speed of 20 km per hour and this is 25 km per hour. Here in the questions given, when both the train meets, one train is travel 40 kilometers more. So let us assume both the train will meet at this point and one train has been traveled 40 kilometers more. So in the questions they have given to find out the distance between the speed. For taking out distance we required the speed and the time. So from here we can calculate the relative speed, and for time the train one is running 5 kilometers more than the other train, means in 1 hour the difference between the speed is the difference of speed is 25 minus 20, that is 5 kilometer per hour. So friend, the difference here for 1 hour is 5 kilometers and the one train has traveled 40 kilometers more, means here the distance is 40 kilometers and the speed is, here we have calculated is 5 kilometers. So from here we can calculate the time. Time is distance divided by speed. Distance is 40 kilometers and the time is 5 km per hour. Here it will become 8 hours. So friend, from here we have calculated 8 hours is the time to travel between the stations. So friend, we have calculated the time and now we will calculate the speed. Speed here is relative speed. So the relative speed will become relative speed, that is the trains are moving in the opposite directions. So friend, we will have to add the speed, means 20 plus 25, so it will become 45 km per hour. So friend, here the speed is 45 and the time is 8 hours. So friend, here the speed is relative speed is 45 and the time we have calculated is 8 hours. So 8 5s are 40, 4 remaining, 8 5s are 32 and 4 36 km. So friend, the distance between the stations are 360 kilometers. Now let us move to another slide and we will understand the average speed. So friend, for taking out average speeds, let us assume 2 point here. If someone moves from point 1, this is point 1 and this is point 2, moving from point 1 to point 2 at a speed of 40 km per hour and from point 2 to point 1 at the speed of 60 km per hour, then what will be the average speed? So friend, for taking out average speed, there is a formula of average speed is the distance between 1 and 2 remains constant, means remains same, and for that distance one time a person moves at the speed of 40 kilometers per hour and for returning he has make a speed of 60 km per hour, and we'll have to find the average speed. The formula of average speed is 2xy divided by x plus y. For taking out average speed in this case, we'll put 40 and 60 in place of x and y. Here 2 multiplied by 40 multiplied by 60 divided by 40 plus 60. If we will solve, it will become 2 multiplied by 40 into 60 divided by 40 and 60, 100. 0 and 0 cancel, here 0 and 0. If we will solve, it will become 2 4 8, 8 6 48. 48 km per hour. So if we will go through the formula, this is the formula to take out the average speed. There is another formula or another method to take out the average speed. For taking out this method, we will follow the efficiency method. Efficiency in work and time method. The kilometer that is given is 40 kilometers and another is 60 kilometers. If we will take the LCM, it will become 120. Let us assume the distance between the 2 points as 120. So friend, for traveling 120 km at the speed of 40 km per hour, it will take how many time? It will take the time of for 3 hours. 3 hours here, and for the speed of 60 km per hour, 60 km per hour, the time taken will be 2 hours. Here 2 hours and here 3 hours. So friend, for going it is taking 3 hours and for returning it is taking 2 hours. We will write here. Now it will become, for going 120 kilometers, 120 kilometers, for returning also 120 kilometers, and the time taken while going it is 3 hours and for returning it is 2 hours. If we will solve, it will become 240 divided by 5. If we will solve, it will become also 48 km per hour. So friends, there are two methods to take out the average speeds. Now we will take out the average speed of 3. Here there are 3 points, E to B, B to C and C to D. This is A, B and C, A, B, C and D. The distance between A and B is equal to the distance between B and C is also equal to the distance between C and D. Here let us assume the speed between A and B is 10 kilometers per hour, 10 kilometer per hour, and the speed between B and C is 20 kilometer per hour, and the speed between to travel C and D is 60 kilometer per hour. For calculating the average speed of 3, the formula is 3xyz divided by xy plus yz plus zx. Here we will put the value of x, y and z as 10, 20 and 60. Here 3 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 20 multiplied by 60. Here we will put the value of x multiplied by y, means 10 multiplied by 20, that is 200. 10 multiplied by 20 is 200 plus yz means 20 multiplied by 60, that is 6 to 120, 0 and 0, plus zx 60 multiplied by 10 means 600. Now we'll solve it. It will become 3, 10, 20 and 60. Here it will become 200 and 1200, 1400 plus 600, 2000. Now 30 cancel, 1, 2, 3. Here 2 and 2 cancel, it will become 3, 6, 18. So friend, the average speed will become 18 km per hour. Now we will calculate by the work efficiency method. Here the speed is 60, 10, 20 and 60. If we will take the common, it will become 60. LCM is 60. So friend, for the speed of 10 to travel 60 kilometers, it will take 6 hours. For the speed of 20 for traveling 60 kilometers, it will take 3 hours for 60 kilometers. At the speed of 60, it will take 1 hour. The total distance become, then for 10 kilometers 60, for 20 kilometers 60, for 60 kilometers 60 means 60 plus 60 plus 60, and the total time consumed is 6 plus 3 plus 1, that is 180 divided by 6 and 3, 9 and 1, 10. Here also 10 km per hour. So friends, these are the method. You can take any one of methods. The average speed will come same. Here 18, not 10. Now we'll solve some questions and we'll understand it better. So friends, here in the questions they have given A moves with a speed of 4 meter per second for 20 seconds. Again A moves with a speed of 6 meter per second for another 20 seconds, and finally he moves speed of 8 meter per second for next 20 seconds. Calculate the average speed of A. So when we know that the speed formula here is distance divided by time. So friend, here the distance is given in 3 parts. For the formula it will become total distance divided by total time. For the total distance, here the speed is 4 kilometers for 20 seconds, means the distance one is multiplied by 20, means 80 meters, and the distance 2 is moves again 6 meter for 20 seconds. So 20 speed and the speed is 6 meter per second and the time taken is 20 seconds. So the total distance will become speed multiplied by time, means 6 multiplied by 20, that is 120 meter. D3 here it will become again 8 meter per second for 20 seconds. So it will become 8 multiplied by 20 means 160. Total distance is 80 plus 120 plus 160 meter, means it will 80 plus 120, 200 and 160, that is 360 meter, and total time is 20 seconds. For the second time 20, and for the third time also 20. Total time is 60 seconds. So friend, here we know the formula of speed. Formula of speed is total distance by total time. Here the total distance we have calculated is 360 meter. 360, and we have calculated the total time, that is 60 seconds. 60 seconds, that is 60. So friend, the average speed is 60 meter per second. Now let us solve some another questions. So friend, we'll solve these questions. In the question they have asked, one third of a certain journey is covered at the rate of 25 km per hour, one fourth at the rate of 30 km per hour, and the rest at the rate of 50 km per hour, the average speed of whole journey. To calculate the average speed of whole journey. So friend, in the questions they have given one third of the journey traveled at the rate of 25 km per hour, 25 km per hour, and next one fourth of the journey is covered at the rate of 30 km per hour, and rest the rest of the journey is covered 50 km per hour. Friends, for solving this type of problems, we will take the distance. We will assume the total distance. So friend, for assuming the total distance, we will take the LCM of 3 and 4. If we will take the LCM of 3 and 4, it will become 12, and we can take 12, but it will become very fractionals. We can take 120. For this case, we will take 1200 kilometer. 1200 kilometers. So when 1200 kilometers is the whole journey, we will assume it, and for one third it will become the kilometer, that is 400 kilometer. 400 kilometer. And for the case of second, that is one fourth of 120 is 300 kilometer. 300 kilometer. And for rest will, if we will subtract 400 and 300 from 1200, it will become the value of the rest, means 400 plus 300, 700, and 1200 minus 700, that is 500 kilometer. 500 kilometer. Now we'll take the time taken by the three parts. In this part, if total distance is 400 and the speed is 25, so the time taken will be 16 hours. For the second part, 300 at the rate of 30, it is 10 hours, and for 500 at the speed of 50 kilometers, also 10 hours. So friend, here we have total distance, and now we have calculated the total time. The total time is 16 plus 10, 26 plus 10, 36. Total time is 36 hours, and the total distance is 1200. So friend, the speed is total distance divided by total time. Here the total distance is 1200 and the total time is 36 hours. If we will divide it by 12, it is 103. If we will solve, it will become 33.3 kilometer per hour. So friend, the answer will be 33.3 kilometer per hour. This is the method to take out the average speed. So friend, this ends for today. If still you have not subscribed my channel, please do subscribe and support my videos. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.